So that shiny new game just came out, Road to Vostok, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? Well, let's take a look at the game for some first impressions. Keep in mind this is not a full review, this is a quick look at the game. I played this game for a little over 2 hours, and I think you should wait for game updates before you get this game. I'm not saying that this game is bad, I don't think that, but there's just little direction right now and not a whole lot of content. This is the early access release, so it's still in its infancy. You choose one of 3 difficulties and then choose the summer or winter map. There is a third map that shows multiple seasons, but it was locked for me. I don't think that one's out right now. I played about 2 or 3 of the summer map and 1 of the winter map, but I only used the standard difficulty as it was already pretty hard for me. You have some basic items in your inventory right away, and then you leave the cabin that you start in to begin the game. This is a single player survival game. There are AIs that shoot you, and there's a lot of loot to be found. You have an inventory, and it does have a weight limit, but you can find several types of packs, and once equipped, it'll give you more weight limit, but not more inventory slots. There's also various clothing. I'm not sure if any of them actually give you armor, but all the ones I found gave more weight capacity and insulation. The insulation is important for the winter map as your body temperature will start to decrease. Having more insulation will make the decrease happen slower, and if your body temperature reaches 0, you'll get hypothermia and start to lose health and mental. The only way to fix that is to warm yourself up with a fire, use a sleeping bag, or use a thermal blanket. I never did find a sleeping bag or a thermal blanket in any of my runs. But to start a fire, you need matches. I almost died several times in the winter map. I was looting non-stop trying to find matches. Luckily, I actually found some and I got myself warmed up, which also brought my mental back up too. Then you also have health, energy, and hydration to keep track of as well. Energy and hydration isn't too hard, it's just food and drinks. You do find a decent amount of those. The problem I had was finding matches for fires and finding medkits for bleeding. One game I got shot and was bleeding, and bleeding is only fixed with a couple specific health items, and I didn't have any of those items. I searched and searched even through a couple zones, but I couldn't find anything. An AI killed me right before I bled out. He put me out of my misery. There was a game I played where I had so many medkits and guns and some ammo, but I never found any freaking magazines for the guns. I literally could not fight back, so I died. Looting seems completely randomized and also very sparse. You don't find a lot of loot at all. It's very spread out, and I think vital items like health items and matches are just way too spread out. Surviving for me was just based on the luck of the loot. The AIs in this game are crazy, kinda in a bad way. They will spot you from across the map and shoot you with pinpoint accuracy. They're so far away I need to lean forward and squint to see them sometimes. The AIs walk around the map, and when they're actually walking, their footsteps have sound and they sometimes talk. However, when they're not moving, it's dead quiet. I walked into a house that was very quiet, and I went room by room looting, and eventually I opened a door and was blasted point blank by an AI that I did not know was there. It made me jump so bad actually. I think that this game is hard because of the AIs having their crazy aimbot. I hope that the AIs get tuned a bit more because right now they're kinda crazy. The last game that I played was also my best game. I walked through several zones and I lasted for quite a while. But the thing with that game is that it turned nighttime and I never did find a flashlight during that run. I found plenty in other runs, but not that one. So I was stuck in the darkness for quite a while. Eventually I made it to a map that had mines and I avoided them pretty well, even in the darkness, but after a while I guess I missed one and I did explode. Currently there is a trader in the game. You can buy and sell items to him, which I did a couple times. He never had any matches or medkits though, which would have been super helpful. There's also some locked doors around the zones. I found a key at one point for the cellar, and when I got there I found some guns and ammo and also a grenade. So to sum everything up, you need to keep track of your vitals, make sure you don't get any harmful status effects, loot, and kill AIs. I don't believe there is much else than that right now. I mean, there's a few different zones that you can go in, but no real direction otherwise. Luckily in the menu, there's a roadmap. The first 2 updates will get new traders, new maps, AIs will apparently fight each other, some shelters, a friendly faction, and a quest system. Those are listed for 2026. There's even more updates that don't have a date, but those include things like hunting and wildlife, a train system, a sea system with patrol boats, dialogue, a whole quest line, and a destruction system. All of those updates sound really good to me. I'd be quite interested in this game once I had all of that. Currently though, while still fun to play, you should probably just keep an eye on this game if you're interested and wait for those cool updates. Also, if I'm understanding correctly, this game is just made by a single developer, which is very cool. Overall, I like this game, but I'm more interested in where it's going than where it currently is. Though that's my personal opinion. Whether or not this is your type of game, I'll see you on the next one.